All right, yo, welcome back to Solely Dope, More Than a Podcast. This is where we discuss all things dope. This week, live from Super Bowl City, Tampa Bay, we got my man Jordan on here. You sipping on something?
Well, Marcus, I mean, this is kind of it's a new thing for me, but I haven't been drinking for a while now. I'm going to go 40 full days without drinking.
Oh,
so
man.
People that don't drink, like if you're an alcoholic, they drink, O'Doul's. And I was drinking a lot of White Claw. So the O'Doul's version of White Claw is LaCroix.
It's LaCroix. I like it.
So I find myself drinking these just like I drink White Claw. It's bad. It's bad. So I got another 10 days and I'll be back on the wagon.
How many days so far?
I stopped on the 10th of January.
Okay.
So whatever that is.
That's big.
Yeah. It's it's not easy.
No.
It's hard to watch sports, especially when you got the Bucks going to the Super Bowl.
Oh
yeah.
So I was kind of when you guys are asking me the feel of the city, I was thinking like right now, as far as like party experience, I see there's a lot of stuff happening. I don't know where you guys are all in different states, right? Nobody else is in Florida?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Okay, so Florida, the governor has there's no corona or here. Just do whatever you want. so there's things happening. There's a lot of parties going on and things happening in Tampa Bay. But what's funny is when you're a Bucks fan, I mean, it's hard to be a Bucks fan. We got the highest losing percentage of any NFL team there is. So, and we had Jameis Winston last year, who is just,
Come again?
That's your boy now.
I mean, he's only thrown a couple times, and I saw a touchdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, give him a couple more. I'll throw some picks too.
That's true.
But it's funny because Tom, it's not the Bucks, man. It's Tom. It's Tom's town now. He took it over.
Tampa Bay, is that what they call it?
We got questions on that. Well, I want to pick your brain a little bit. Corey, you got sex on the beach? What you got drinking up there?
No, man, rum and coke tonight.
Oh,
big cube though.
Big cube.
Wow, big cube.
Marcus, you want a margarita? What you got?
I just got straight tequila, man. Straight tequila.
That was me last week.
I'm going with that St. Louis beer, that Bud Select.
Hey,
homegrown.
I like it. So man, so what we got first this week, Heath? How are we starting it?
Jordan who did I meet that was a golfer? Wasn't there a golfer or someone that I met?
His brother-in-law is a professional golfer.
You can't accuse me of being a golfer, but my brother-in-law is.
Did Jordan, or did I just meet your brother-in-law?
I met you. I remember being somewhere together downtown St. Pete.
Okay, that makes sense.
But we're probably all together. My brother-in-law right now lives with us. So yeah.
So
I missed Jake living with you guys. I missed that.
Yeah, Jake moved in. He took the entire upstairs. Just took it over.
Pete, so I don't get to do it. Actually, I went with you, Jordan, to your party. We went to Top Golf. I think it's the only time I've ever played. And I had the luxury of having his brother-in-law, Jake, there, a professional golfer, walking me through, how to play golf. So I need to make my comeback.
Help? Did it help you?
Oh yeah, because I was missing the ball completely to start, and then contact was made after some lessons.
Progress.
So how does he know the girl that called me Little Shoulders?
It's his wife.
Okay. Okay.
That makes sense.
This is Little Shoulders.
That's it.
She called me on the microphone. She called me Little Shoulders in front of everybody. It was real embarrassing.
Oh, shit. You just don't work out shoulders often or something?
I guess I was just lifting light, and no, I think my shoulder was actually hurt at that time or something. Yeah, something. I don't know. And I was just lifting light, and she was like, "Oh, is his shoulder okay, Marcus? Does he need a little bit?" Like, get out of here.
And I knew right then and there that was a moment that would stick with me for the rest of my life.
Oh, shit, that's hilarious.
So I kind of cut you off earlier. So what's it like down in Tampa Bay?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I haven't been out, so I don't really know. But people are excited, man. I think when you're looking at the game, right, we got if Tom wins, he just solidifies. He's already the GOAT. But if he wins this year, I mean, who can argue that
Be a tough one.
The GOAT. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes doesn't beat him this year, and he's like in his prime, right, coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, how could he ever? You couldn't even argue that Patrick was better at some point, right? If he doesn't beat Tom this year.
I mean, who was it? Was it Tony Romo that said that? That if
somebody did, and that stuck with me. I was like, that makes sense.
He said Mahomes doesn't win this year, then which I don't know. I don't get it because wins isn't an all-time great stat to me. Hence, I'm a LeBron fan, so I don't count rings. But I mean, like, I think Romo said if Mahomes doesn't win this year, there's no way he can ever be considered a GOAT.
I mean, it makes sense to me because he's in his prime, right? He's coming up. Tom's 45 years old.
Okay, so let's just say Mahomes doesn't win this year, but he goes off and he wins 4 or 5 total Super Bowls and breaks every record, but doesn't catch Tom because Tom has more rings. He's the GOAT.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think he can help sell the argument. I mean, it's almost someone posted like this is like if you ever had the chance to watch LeBron and Jordan go at it. You can never really finish that conversation because it just depends on who you're a fan of because they never played each other. But the fact that these two have the opportunity to play each other, it's definitely it's a good argument, man. It helps the argument. I'm excited.
So what if Brady throws for like 150 yards, 3 picks, and they still win?
Go.
That just be last week then, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Last week he had some Jameis Winston moments.
I mean, a lot of this season he had, to be fair. I mean, he's throwing some picks.
Let's not get on my boy Tom. I feel like 2 of those picks weren't his fault. I remember one going off Mike Evans' hands.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that just brings in where like somebody his presence there is clearly giving the team a different confidence. I mean, obviously he's got some new players, bringing Gronk and Fournette. He's got some new weapons, but I think he's just changing that how everybody feels. People know they can win a game. You know what I mean? So
I feel like
I got the strategy now, Marcus. It's over.
I was just thinking in my head, I can't believe he wore his jacket. So can
you know I had to wear the jacket though. So listen, here's what happened during the game, right? So Marcus and I would always, talk back and forth all season while the Saints were beating up on the Bucs. I would talk trash. We would start losing. I would take the jacket off, put the jacket on. It just wasn't working, obviously. We lost every game in the regular season. But postseason, I figured out the jacket. So wear it on offense because Tom needs help sometimes. He has those Jameis moments. Defense, though, the defense has been on point. So I got it on for offense while Tom's got the ball. Take it off on defense, let the defense do their thing, and it's a winning recipe. So I feel like now that I got that figured out, Sunday's a lot.
So what are you gonna do in the Super Bowl when there's 3 seconds left, Bucs are down by 2, and the field goal team comes out? Jacket on or off?
Ooh, special teams. Now that's a curveball.
He gonna have one arm in.
Special teams. I mean that. If they're kicking, if they're punting, ooh.
No, you got to.
That's a wild card. I hope that doesn't happen. I don't know.
You might be butt naked at that point.
Yeah. So they're not letting the Bucs fire the cannons. The stadium can't fire the cannons when the Bucs score for the Super Bowl. Did you guys see that?
I did not see that.
I didn't.
So they, the Super Bowl said, because you're not supposed to have a competitive advantage in the Super Bowl game. But it's a home game. So they told the Bucs that they couldn't fire the cannons when they scored a touchdown, which is like if you've been to a Bucs game, that's the best thing.
It's a big deal.
That's how Emily wanted to go to the stadium when we weren't down there with you, Marcus. She's like, "Yeah, I want to go see the ship and the cannons."
We've watched games from the ship, wandering out there, left our seats. It's a good time.
And that Marcus, that game we went to. All right, so Morgan, my wife, that game converted her to be a Saints fan, which is really unfortunate for her right now.
I remember that.
And that's also what inspired me to buy this jacket to begin with, because if you've ever seen, Saints fans, they're the freshest fans I think there is. Black and gold, the color scheme is just on point. So everybody's looking all fresh. Morgan doesn't care about the game at all, just about, looking good at the game. And I don't even know what I had, but I went to the store and I saw this, had to up my, the game, and here it is now, helping us down the stretch to win the Super Bowl. So Marcus, if we win, it's thank yourself.
Damn. My freshness helped to inspire. I would have never saw that coming.
Oh.
All right, before we get into the big game, let's get into some NFL talk. So big thing happened. Matthew Stafford for Jared Goff. I mean, Matthew Stafford got what was it? 2 first-round picks and a third, and Jared Goff, 3 picks.
Three picks for the next 3 years. Yeah, right.
Was it so? It was 3 first rounds.
One a year. Yeah, 3 first rounds. One the next 3 years. Yeah.
I mean, wow, Matthew. How many years does Matthew Stafford had left in him? You think?
He's 33. Tom's 45.
I mean,
I say,
better team,
I say at least 4.
Yeah.
And you got all these guys that are in their prime, and not trying to waste their prime. So
yeah,
I like the move.
Oh, yeah, they're going for it. I think Tony. I mean, he's old anyways, but he was like, yeah, the Rams are a Super Bowl favorite right now next year.
Really?
I think they're number 6. I think they're 6th favorite right now.
In the Vegas odds?
Yeah, they're number 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they didn't make noise this year.
That good. I mean, I never sat back and was like, let's name top quarterbacks, and it was like, oh, Matt Stafford. I mean,
never happened, huh?
that conversation never happened.
I mean, it's one of those situations where, you just never had a winning squad. And, the times he has won, it's like he willed them himself.
Yeah.
Like, just made amazing plays. So think about it. If he doesn't have to scramble around, do all that crazy stuff, and just has a lot of weapons, could be good, man.
And he's got an offensive-minded coach. Probably one of the best in the league, if not the best.
Well, he gets to move from Detroit to LA, so it's a major win.
That is the biggest part of this story. And I guess that Jared Goff has to hit up Blake Griffin and see how he made that transition, because going from LA to Detroit, yikes.
That's tough.
Can you imagine waking up and getting that news?
I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna retire now.
Right?
He's got 4 years of like $100 million left, I think, on his contract, right?
Yeah,
that's the positive. That's the positive, though. They gave him all that money first. You know what I mean?
But how cool is this?
Also stuck.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford's in LA with Clayton Kershaw on the Dodgers. They went to they played T-ball and shit together.
Yeah.
And now they're
Right. I saw that today too.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, how good, Corey? You're like the quarterback guy I go to. How good is Jared Goff? Lower tier, bottom 15, top 15.
Bottom 15.
Bottom 15.
I think. I don't think he's that good. He's not dependable. Obviously, that's why they got rid of him.
Yeah. So you think it was more of a team thing that took him to that Super Bowl where he scored 3 points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays good. He plays good at times. I just don't think he's consistent.
Like 2 quarterbacks, both of them, where you're thinking like, I don't know if I want either of them, especially when Deshaun Watson's trying to,
I think they made a run too. They tried for Watson first, man. So
I think also tried for Aaron Rodgers as well.
That's what I saw. Yes.
The Rams?
Yeah, the Rams.
Rodgers in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Packers had good players, though. I mean, they had good receivers. I like, Adams, and they got the guy, Valdez-Scantling. I mean, I feel like Rodgers had weapons. He got Tom,
He got Tom. Yeah, Tom. He'll be back. They'll make noise again.
I want to ask you, Jordan. So, how did you feel about Tom before he came to Tampa Bay?
It's hard to not like Tom. I mean, the guy just wins championships. I mean, he kind of annoys you because he doesn't do anything wrong. He's just like, his press conferences are always like, they're just too perfect. There's got to be something going on behind the scenes with Tom. But I was a fan. I mean, anybody who wins Super Bowls at the rate he did. I think before, I don't think I was as much of a fan before because not only did I play for my team, but, you thought like, oh, Bill Belichick, he's the guy. That's the magic. And now he comes to the Bucks, and we did ball out, and we got a squad for him,
Yeah.
But he's, I mean, and also during the season, you guys saw early in the season when he didn't know it was 4th down.
Yeah,
they was getting on him. Bruce
that was a rough moment.
On him. Maybe that happened, man.
That wasn't Tom. Everybody at that point was like, I think he may have Alzheimer's or early onset dementia or something. Like he is getting up there in age, but I mean, we had Jameis last year. We didn't have all the weapons we got this year, and we didn't quite, make the same move. So Tom, man, I was a fan. I was a fan before, but now that he's done it with the Bucks, it's like, how can you not be a huge fan?
Well, let me ask you this before he jumps back in. So, as a fan of Tampa Bay, you heard the news. You got Tom Brady. You heard the news. Gronk left whatever college dorm he was at to come play with y'all too. Did you actually think like, oh yeah, we went in a Super Bowl?
Yes.
This first year?
Yes. I mean,
or going to the Super Bowl. Sorry,
I thought we were winning. I mean, because we got, and you know what really upset me is we got Leonard Fournette, right? He was on my fantasy team the year before, did well. Got him this year, did nothing. Playoffs, he's out here scoring touchdowns.
Well, you figured the jacket situation out. You might have
that's
been
probably what it was. I didn't
understand
him.
Yeah.
And now you know for next. Now you know for next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But no, I mean, when I heard immediately I'm like, yeah, Super Bowl. I don't know how realistic it is, but especially like in the beginning of the season when he like didn't look all that great. But when you got Tom and then he got got Antonio Brown, we already had Evans and Godwin out there. We had our other tight end, OJ Howard, he was good too.
OJ Howard, yeah. Did they release him or is he hurt? Where'd he go?
I don't know.
He's been hurt, I think.
He said, "Who cares? Who cares?"
It doesn't matter. He's not playing.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season
for this game. He's not playing. But we had a squad already. Like we had a good team, and everybody kind of thought Jameis was holding us back. But I guess time will tell on Jameis. But Tom did his part, right?
Why you get that Jameis black and gold jersey when you get his start next season? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You really should get one.
I would. I should stop making claims. But you heard it here, folks. Jameis goes. If he starts next year, I'm getting a Winston jersey.
Any game?
What's up?
If he starts any game, you're getting a jersey.
If he becomes their starter next year, I'll get a jersey. Sometimes you just want to see somebody. I just want to see him do well, man. He never caused any problems on in Tampa Bay. He put the crab ass behind him, man. But he's one of those guys that people love to hate.
I love Jameis with the crab legs and all.
Yeah.
I like Jameis. And then when he's on your team, man, if he's your quarterback in the NFL, he was throwing things like at the rate he was last year. It was crazy. It's like he looks like literally you see him on the field, he's like this. Like he like literally can't see. It's like literally he can't see downfield. It's like somebody get this guy contact lens. Like I don't understand. So now you got to deal with that. Maybe they got him LASIK in New Orleans.
Yeah, they got him LASIK. I think I became more of a fan when he said, if I get rid of these interceptions, look at my numbers. I'm balling.
Balling.
He's not wrong. He's a positive guy.
Very weird logic, but I like it.
Wasn't it 30 and 30 or something like that?
Yes, he threw 30 picks.
He's only got to get rid of 30 interceptions, and he's balling.
I need to see how many those are deflections. You know what I mean? How many? Okay.
Cut him in half. Cut him in half. Yeah. Basically what Tom did. He cut it in half this year.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what he does next year. So Heath, man, you've been looking at it. I think you asked if Matt Stafford brought in Nat Hall, what's it going to take to get old D. Watson, man? What's it going to take for a team to get Deshaun Watson?
Every number one pick for the rest of life. Like, how do you get 3 first rounds and a starting quarterback for Matt Stafford when Deshaun? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't get it.
They're going to have to give up a good player too.
Yeah.
Plus the picks.
Yeah, it's tough now because they put a price tag on it, right? Like, there wasn't really a price tag on what that was before, and now you take a guy like Stafford, and you got to think that Watson's a lot better than him, younger, more athletic.
Yeah.
Well, somebody remind me what the name slipped me. The Texans wide receiver to Cardinals. What his name?
Hopkins.
Yeah.
Wait, Hopkins?
What did he go for? Like a 3rd round pick?
The running back.
David Johnson.
Is he even playing? David Johnson?
What? That was one of the few
he's old and booty.
Yeah. Well, he's not old. He's football years old.
His body's old.
So, Marcus, you don't want to see the Saints go after Watson?
Oh, he does.
Yeah. I want to see Winston play, but yeah, come on, let's be crazy.
I feel like everybody wants their team to go after Watson.
There's only a couple teams that shouldn't be.
Let's get rid of Tom. No, I'm just kidding. We're not getting rid of Tom. Tom's playing.
The Bucs should also go after Watson right now.
No. Tom said recently he might play past 45. I mean, he's just getting into his prime here.
Sounds like it.
We'll get back to Watson in a minute, but they were talking. You could cut Tom's career in half, and he would have 2 Hall of Fame careers.
I think there was I saw a meme that put it to where he had 3.
3 Hall of Fame careers.
Yeah.
Possible. All right, so the Saints got to get rid of Michael Thomas.
What?
What would it say if they had to trade him for Watson? You'll be excited about it?
You do
No,
that.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be
I
excited
would.
about
I'd
it.
do
though.
that.
You do
I didn't
that.
say-
I'm taking
I
that
didn't say
quarterback
it's
over
something you
receiver
don't do.
any day.
Right.
I'm
It's going to
taking-
be more than that.
I didn't say it's not something you don't do, but I wouldn't be excited about it.
Maybe
That's-
they'll
that's
do it
quite
for
the
Winston
target.
straight up.
What'd you say? Oh, straight up, yeah, him from
Straight up for
Winston.
Winston.
Yeah, for Jameis. They'll just
Yeah,
Maybe straight up for
That might
Taysom
make
Hill.
right. I like
He
Hill
did
better.
start all those games.
I don't know why he won't.
Have you been keeping the Saints? Do they have enough like assets to even offer?
I don't know.
I think it's more. So I keep hearing that they have this crazy salary
They're
cap issue,
They're over the cap, right?
like 99 million or something crazy. So I don't know how mathematically and logistically they would make that happen.
Because I think the NFL.
Watson, Winston, same thing.
I think the NFL is a lot like the MLB. I think there's a luxury. I could be wrong, but I think there's a luxury tax. So once you go over the cap, like the owners just get hit hard.
Watson, New Orleans, come do it. Wrong New Orleans team, but you get the point.
They might just go ahead and trade Baker for him.
I'm not really a Browns fan. I like that they say I am, but because I'm more of a Baker guy. But I could ride if Deshaun Watson gets there. I can claim to be a Browns fan, right?
It'd have to be Baker and like 6 first-round picks, then if that's what Stafford got.
Yeah.
The Browns like Baker now, though. I feel like
They
Browns
do.
fans
Yeah.
Their coach likes him.
Yeah, but I was seeing something where Miami wasn't sure about Tua. Trying to get rid of him.
You saw how they treated him all year. There's no way they're sure about him.
Yeah, so maybe they trade Tua, bunch of other first-round picks.
I think they got a lot of assets.
Yeah.
What are the Jets like?
Jacksonville and New York having the 1 and 2 pick, I think that can help them quite a bit if they want Watson.
Yeah, very true.
If you're Jacksonville, would you rather get Trevor Lawrence on that rookie contract or go for Watson?
Watson.
Over the rookie contract?
Well, it's kind of like the draft pick thing.
But
we
like
don't
you
know
say,
what you're going to do.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
You know what Watson is. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
I'm taking Watson. Yeah.
But yeah, I think like that's how like the Seahawks won like that Super Bowl. They had Russell Wilson on his rookie contract. They got to build around him, and then now they haven't done much because they spent all that money on Russ. That rookie contract and Tom Brady over there just taking pay cuts after pay cuts so he can build this team. Those big, other than Patrick Mahomes, he got his contract after the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, he's probably going to get a ring this year, but there's not many big time quarterbacks.
Hey, don't say that.
Look, I'm going for the Bucks. I'm with you. I'm going for the Bucks, but if I had to bet money, I'd bet Chiefs.
Yeah, but you're not going to what rookie quarterbacks are winning too. Like when it came to Russell Wilson, he overperformed. I'm assuming what they thought they were going to have in him. So that's like almost, and they had that great like generational defense. So I mean, it's a good argument. I'm sure some people would make that, especially with how good that Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be. But we know Deshaun Watson actually is good right now. So
right.
And you get a team like Jacksonville that's like, I'm not going to say irrelevant, but at the very least, you put someone like Watson in there. Well, I guess Trevor Lawrence probably sells some tickets too. But make you relevant again at the very least, you know what I mean?
Sure. Did you see Big Ben wants to come back?
Get him out of here.
I wonder if they're going to do it.
They should be going for Watson too. Shit.
They go get Deshaun. There we go.
They need to throw Juju in a package.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And Claypool. Get him out of here too.
No, I'd keep Claypool.
Claypool's a ball.
That's why I'm saying get rid of Juju, because Claypool and Johnson, that's 2 pretty good receivers.
Speaking of Steelers, though, they
need a running back, though.
AB and Le'Veon Bell in the Super Bowl after leaving the Steelers, you know what I mean?
One of them's getting a ring no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't know if Antonio Brown's playing.
Yeah, have you not said yet?
I don't know if he's playing, but I think I did see whether he plays or not. If the Bucks win, he gets $750,000. A little bonus.
Hey.
A little bonus.
I wonder what's Tom's bonus?
I don't know.
I'm sure it's up there.
I don't know, man. Tom, what do we pay? I think his salary is $30 million, right? Something like that. But I don't know what his incentives are. But he Tom doesn't do it for the money, you know?
He doesn't. His wife makes more than him. He doesn't have to.
Right. Yeah, he's just there to play. Play his favorite game every day. That's all, and bring home championships for the fans.
So the Steelers with that type of organization, you don't see that. You see them. I think they're going to bring Ben back and let him play.
I can see it happening.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
How can you not? It's
you look bad.
That means that. He was good at the beginning of the year though. Hot start.
Yeah.
Dude, they started 11-0. How? I think we broke down
wins.
Play anybody in their schedule, right?
They played a bunch of backup quarterbacks too.
Yeah.
They ain't taking nothing away. Going 11-0 is not easy, but I didn't think they were as good as most 11-0 teams have been in the past.
And to be fair, I think a lot of their fans knew that. Like we had Kevin on here, he knew the whole time. He was like, I don't even like that they're 11-0. I like when the grittier seasons. You know what I mean? I don't even like this. So they knew what was up. And when it hit them, it hit them.
That was 1. He said that. No, way back.
Yeah.
So before we talk about the big game, so what are the teams that shouldn't try for Deshaun? Chiefs, Bills, Seahawks. Who else? That's it, right?
Packers.
You got Tom for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I'd be set if I was the Packers. I'd be good there.
I don't think the Ravens would.
I don't think the Ravens would. I wonder if a team like the Chargers are even making noise because I don't think the quarterback was their issue. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you talk about rookie contract.
I'm keeping Herbert.
Yeah.
Who else?
So like 6 to 8 teams that shouldn't.
Yeah.
Everybody else should. Yeah. He's got all the power too. All he's got to say is, "No, I'm not going there."
Yep. Throw everything except the kitchen sink at him. Everything.
He can force your hand too. He can be like, "I'm only going one of these 2 places, whichever gives you the best offer," and that's it.
Yep.
Good position to be in. All right, y'all want to game? Y'all want to break it down a little bit? Break it down by position real quick.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's pop it off. Who has a better quarterback?
Chiefs.
It's such a tough question.
I'm gonna. It depends on what we're talking about. We're talking about that.
We're talking about this moment in time, right?
Skill set. If we're gonna put together a package for a quarterback,
this one game on Sunday, who has the better quarterback?
Chiefs.
I can't go against my boy Tom.
You got to. You got to.
Inside, that's not the real answer, but
I respect. I feel like, man, like you said it, Mark. I feel like this is such a LeBron Jordan thing. It just really is. Everything.
To be fair, to put it out there, I'm gonna take Mahomes in this game. As a better quarterback. It doesn't mean he's going to win. He might also get Tom.
He's gonna get Tom.
Yeah, he could very well get Tom.
He could get Tom.
I think Mahomes is coming for Tom's stuff. Like I think he's next. You know what I mean? Like he's the guy.
Yeah, he is.
All right, who has the better running back squad?
Bucks.
Ooh, that's tough. Is Ronald Jones healthy? Rojo, he healthy?
I think so.
Yeah,
him and Fournette. I'm taking him and Fournette over.
Leonard's been getting the ball in the playoffs.
I don't know. That's tough, man, because Le'Veon Bell's like third option. That's a good running back core. Because
he's been hurt though, right? They didn't even know if he was going to be healthy, but he's actually going to play.
And like Clyde Edwards-Helaire is back.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucks. My boy Leonard's been catching little drop passes from Tom for 6-7 yards, helping us get downfield. Wish you would have done that in my PPR league all year. I'm not salty about that whatsoever. But
Ronald Jones had a good year. He's pretty solid.
He did. You couldn't. I mean, there was no argument to play Leonard then, but for some reason, I guess in the playoffs, Jones was hurt or whatever, and he's been getting.
He was hurt. He was hurt for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks.
I got 2. But who you, Marcus? You're the only one who has answered.
I'm gonna say they're even, man. I think they're. I don't think anyone's like significantly better than the other. Yeah.
Would you say, Heath?
I was just asking you. I would probably go Bucks, but
I didn't know
like Marcus. It's kind of close. Who has the better tight end?
Chiefs.
Yeah. What am I thinking for? Yeah.
Did y'all know that Kelsey and Gronk are the exact same age? That does not make sense to me.
It does.
Dang, I wouldn't have thought that.
It's the same.
Gronk's body's been through way more, I guess, man.
Gronk's got some injuries under his belt, but
Yeah.
Yeah, he only has to make one big play a game and we're good. But Kelce, he's there.
Yeah.
Main target. He's everywhere.
I feel wide receivers who has a better receiving crew. Ooh,
Come on.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm gonna go as a whole. The Bucks.
Come on, let's go.
Because you're thinking Tyreek Hill, Sammy Walker. Is he healthy?
Yeah, and I kind of like link Kelce into the wide receiver. So
I say, if I'm linking Kelce in, I'm going with the Chiefs.
Well, we're not.
That's what I was going to ask.
But even if you are, I mean, you got Mike Evans, Godwin, and AB if he plays.
Yeah,
we'll go strictly wideouts.
Yeah, strictly
I'll
wideouts.
go with
Even
Bucks.
if you put Kelce in there and AB plays.
Yeah,
Bucks.
even if you threw Kelce in there, like the numbers last year that Godwin and Mike Evans did, like that's the reason that Jameis had the touchdown. They were catching some of the ones that probably should have been interceptions. Like,
so we include,
if
we include the tight ends, y'all still going with Bucks?
Yeah,
I'm going with Chiefs. I just think Tyreek Hill and Kelce are the best two out of all of them, and then like Evans and Godwin. This is my opinion.
I like Cameron. I like Cameron. I like Cameron Brate. Like their tight ends ain't no bums either.
Let's do that. Let's do that real quick. We're going wide receivers and tight ends. Both squads. Give me your top 4, 1 through 4.
Tyreek Hill.
If AB's healthy, he's the best. He's the best player on the field.
Hey, what?
Over Hill Brown?
Over Hill?
Yes. When he's at his absolute best and he's healthy, how can you say he's not the best?
Because Tyreek Hill.
Have you seen Tyreek Hill play?
I have. He's little. He's definitely open in space, but
I think this might be a bit too of recency bias, where AB just hasn't had a lot of time on the field consistently.
It's true.
If you can get that Steelers AB, right? I was kicking punters as he jumped over him. I think people forgot how good he. But we're talking about what he's going to
go with ifs.
Yeah. All right. In the game, Tyreek Hill. Yeah, but I'm saying I thought if we're just talking about overall skill set, like if you're right, we haven't had full AB in a while, but when he shows out, he's the best. But yeah, in the game, Hill's going to be the best wide receiver in the game.
We're talking for Sunday, so we got
this Sunday. We'll give it to Hill. And
who's number 2?
I like Mike Evans. I mean, reliable. He catches everything. He somehow finds a way to score. Like almost feels like every game in the playoffs. He's just reliable. Kelce is too. They're close, and I'm just being a little biased. I bet because I'm a Bucks fan.
No, I like Mike. Well, maybe I watch it play live. I like Mike Evans too.
Tyreek and then Kelce 1 and 2.
I think I'm with you. And I don't ever root for the Chiefs or pick Chiefs. I think I'm going Kelce as a second.
Yeah,
I'll go Evans third. Like you said, I think it's close between him and Kelce. I'm going with Evans third.
I'll go Kelce third.
4th. Godwin?
I'm going Godwin. Or AB. I feel like it's a toss-up. Depends on what you get.
So the wideouts are pretty evenly
But I'll go Godwin.
Yeah, Godwin's good. I saw something, too, that said that Godwin's going to make like $750,000 this year. And that was compared to AB's bonus if they win the Super Bowl.
Godwin's salary.
That's what I was saying. He's young, right? I mean, he's on a early contract, right? I mean, I don't know what he's like, how long his contract's for.
Yeah, I saw that too. 750 this year.
So if any discussion we just had shows me that the wideouts are pretty evenly matched, just like the running back.
Yeah.
It shows you, man. Brady got a nice squad too, man. He's got a nice squad for sure.
Well, we don't have to. I mean, do you guys want to talk about defense? We could just go defense as a whole. Is it Bucks, right?
Right now, I would say
Bucks D-line was good last week. JPP was getting after it out there with his missing finger and all.
Yeah.
Pierre Paul, you guys know, he blew off his finger with fireworks. You guys heard?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he can't catch any kind of picks or anything. He's coming up there.
Who's the better coach?
The Bucks.
Coach? You're going Andy Reid, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
Yeah.
I know if y'all had a different answer.
We about to find out.
Yeah.
We about to see.
They're both offensive mind. But Arians is, I mean, he's considered offensive mind, right? I mean, he doesn't scheme the way Andy Reid schemes, but
Yeah,
you gotta love Andy Reid too, because he had so many good teams in Philly, and everybody wanted him to win, and he goes and gets his ring last year. I mean, he's always winning. The guy's always winning his whole career. Just finally got a ring. I think Andy Reid's as of now. If Arians wins the if we get a Super Bowl here, then we got a better argument. But I think right now you got a ring.
All right, so
I think it.
kind of like
I'll go ahead.
got that skipped over. You guys got any Super Bowl traditions that you just have to do every time you watch a Super Bowl? Anything you eat, anything like that?
I actually don't.
No, I don't.
I try to have
Just
people
whatever's
over when
available.
I can, but yeah.
The only thing I feel like the only time I ever eat Little Smokies is during the Super Bowl. Do you guys ever eat Little Smokies? Like it's always, you know what I'm talking about?
Is that
Yeah.
a pizza place?
A little smoky.
You know what Little Smokies?
I mean,
Little
I think when I think
barbecue
little smoky,
sauce
I
on the
probably
little-
think it's something different. I don't know.
Or the little weenies, the little
Little weenies with the barbecue
the
on
pigs
it.
in a blanket.
No,
They're not
don't eat
like-
those.
There's no blankets, just the pigs.
Pigs.
No, bro,
blanket.
I ain't eating
No
those.
blanket. Okay, so just like little hot dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
basically,
barbecue sauce, basically.
Huh.
like in a spot.
Or if you come over here, I'll make you an entire hot dog if you like. I'll grill some stuff. No, I don't want no little weenies, little smokies.
Little smoky.
So we'll start with Jordan first because I think I know what his is. Who you got in this game?
Bucks, baby, money line. Yeah, the 3-point dogs in the game. I think,
Chiefs,
now.
The 3.5?
I think it
3.5.
was last time I checked, it was 3. Maybe it went up to 3.5. But
3.5 right now, yeah.
yeah, you got to take the money line. They're gonna win it. The Chiefs are gonna get Tom. That's all I gotta say.
Corey, who you going?
Chiefs.
Marcus, going Chiefs?
Yeah.
Come on, Marcus. You never lived in Kansas City. Come on, man.
Kansas City for 5 years. That's why, I just got a weird disdain for those people.
That's fine for you, Marcus.
I'm
You
going-
live in Kansas City?
I'm
And
going
look,
Bucks. I'm going Bucks.
There we go.
Here's my
Lee.
thing,
That's what I'm
Jordan,
talking
like-
about.
You said
Almost
earlier you
won-
couldn't bet against the Chiefs.
I'm going
He
Bucks.
did say that. I
But
think he's on
this-
he's on tape saying that.
Brom, you hear me? Look at my eyes, Brom. I won't get Tom again. Tom is going to bring home number 7, 1 over Jordan. Let's go.
What?
I'm cool with
Everybody-
that. I'm cool with
Why
it.
everybody just want to see Jordan outdone? We're talking a whole different sport, and we still want to see Jordan get outdone.
They was
That's
talking
a
about it
Brown fan for
today
you.
too. So
It's not. It's still not the same, man. Because Michael's.
I
it's a
just-
different thing.
Do a lot, Marcus. I do that to mess with you, to get that rise out of you.
I almost came up out that chair.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing about Tom. This is what upsets me. Let me get real with y'all for a second. For Jordan in the aspect of like the whole Tampa thing, that would be awesome. I love Tampa Bay. I may return one day. I don't know. But I got a small little hate in my heart for Tom Brady. That my man Randy Moss is somewhere doing his job well without a ring. He lost to Eli Manning of all people.
But I mean,
Catch.
you saw the catch. That ain't on Tom.
Catch.
It should have never
Yeah.
been in that position. They should have more points.
They had the lead.
The catch, man. The catch. I'm with you though. I loved Randy Moss. I wanted to see him
He
win
was
too.
there for how many seasons was he in New England?
What, 2 or 3 max?
I think 2, yeah.
Yeah. Not
You think if
many.
you get Jordan or Randy Moss, he's losing in his prime. No.
Did you guys see
No.
the stat though? I mean, the odds were in his favor. I saw a stat that said if Steph Curry shoots a 3, right? There's a better chance if Tom plays in the NFL that he's going to be in the Super Bowl than
Right.
Steph makes the 3.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy
so-
stat.
So Randy he's unlucky. That's all it was.
It's bad
He said he's been
timing,
in-
man.
He's been in 18% of all Super Bowls played.
Crazy. That's crazy.
One guy. That's
First of all,
insane.
these stats they pull out are crazy. That is a crazy stat.
You gotta
There's
love the memes.
I
that
want
people
that.
put out
I
these
want
days.
that position where I just come up with stats like that. That'd be amazing. He lost to Eli Manning twice.
He did. He did.
And Nick Foles.
Yeah, he did. Slick
Let Nick Foles, didn't he set the Super Bowl record in yards though, Brady, and still lost?
Lost, yeah.
That was a good game.
That was a very good game.
I want a better game than the Rams Patriots. That was on at the gym when I was there earlier. They were doing like a replay. That was not a good game.
No, that game was.
Whoever number 12 was on the Rams at that time dropped 2 passes where the Rams should have won that game. So.
Well,
I think I was happy.
The Rams were deserving to be there, right, Marcus? I mean, they played a great game to get there.
I was about to say, I think I was pretty happy they looked bad. We were like, told your ass they shouldn't have been there.
Didn't Brandon Cooks get laid out like the first drive of the game?
Yeah.
That hurt the Rams, too. That was their best receiver.
Yeah.
Because he was on the Patriots the year before that.
Was he?
Yeah.
I just remember him getting laid out. Came out the game like the first drive.
All right, Jordan, you just survived our first football talk. That's how we do it. We usually take a little drink break. I don't know if anybody needs one, then we head right into basketball.
Welcome back. We're gonna get to the NBA segment. We have discussed football in great detail, so I'm gonna just pop it off. Jordan, typically I start with my top 5 at the time. It's always wrong, but it's just how I feel at the moment. Now, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to leave the Clippers. I'm watching them right. I'm going to leave Clippers at 1 just because they're rolling. They're smooth. It's not going to be – what'd you say?
9-1 in their last 10.
They're balling, but it's not going to be long before Brooklyn takes that spot. So I'm going to put them at 2 because I'm just foreseeing what's going to happen. They're not going to have the NBA worst defense for long. They're going to get that together.
Yeah.
The offense shall remain elite, though.
Yeah.
They're beating the Clippers. Oh, they're tied right now. So I'm gonna go Clippers, Nets, Lakers, Celtics, Bucks.
Philly?
You're the Phillies?
They're number 1 in the East, aren't they, right now?
That's tough. Yeah, actually, I do like Philly a lot. There's too many good teams. I'm gonna put
Philly top 5. It's hard to do a top 5, man.
It's hard to do a top 5.
9-1 in the last 10.
I don't believe them. Brandy was right. They're pretenders, okay?
Because they're not attractive.
I don't know why, man. I don't know why. I just don't trust they got the tools. They got Mike Conley's in the cut. I don't know, man. They're going to have to show me for the whole season.
They've been growing on me.
The Jazz?
They're good.
Yeah.
Are they in your 5, Corey? No.
I don't know.
No.
No.
I don't care what the hell NBA.com say. They're not in my top 5.
I'd consider it. I put them close. Right now, the way they're playing, I don't know, man. That's tough.
However, come back to me. I'm going to put the Bucks. I'm going to put the Sixers in because they're rolling.
No, I'm going to put the Jazz in there. I'll put the Clippers 1 for now. I'll put the Lakers 2, Nets 3, Philly 4, and the Jazz at 5.
Okay.
I don't think that'll last for the Jazz, but right now, the way they're playing, I'll put them at 5.
So
you got an NBA favorite or a player?
Me?
Yeah, I need to know more NBA fandom.
Well, I'm not. The one thing I always that the NBA season always just feels so dragged out to me. You know, like it always feels so long, and I feel like my perspective of the NBA is like I already feel like I know who we're going to get in the finals.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's either going to be Clippers or Lakers out of the West, right?
Right.
And then I feel like you got to have the net. If the Nets don't get to the finals in the East, like what are they doing?
Yeah.
It's fine plus for them, I think, for sure.
Right. I mean, what are they doing? They got all those. They got 3 of the best players in the league. If they don't do it in the East, none of those guys deserve.
So, do you guys think that is it championship or bust, or get to the finals or bust?
No, first year. I don't think it's championship or bust the first year.
Get there
I think
or bust, though.
Finals or bust.
Okay.
I just think they have to get out of the East. I don't think they have to win it this year.
Yeah, because they're not Lakers in 5, so I'll go finals or bust because they're not winning. Lakers in 5.
Oh, man.
Their offense scares me, man. It's so like they're on pace to be the greatest offense ever, metric wise. It's intense.
And I don't even think they're moving. They have spurts where they look really good, and then they have spurts where I'll look and it'll be James Harden dribbles for 10 seconds, passes Kyrie, he dribbles for 5 seconds. I'm like, why is no one at least trying to cut? But then the next couple plays, especially if they can get some transition buckets, then it's wrap. Then it's a wrap.
Chemistry yet? Like they're just takes a while to form that. Like what that player's thinking type stuff. But
you got 3 guys who can score on their own. Like how do they play half court offense? You know, that's what's tough.
It's tough.
They're like all ISO players. They can all you just give them the ball, everybody get out of the way.
But the thing is, like, literally, it's going to test, does defense win championships? Like, because they were 27th before they got Harden, and now they're 30th.
So they didn't fall that far back. It's like
the Lakers need a backup center. They need to trade.
That's what
for
the
somebody.
Nets need too, though.
Huh?
That's what the Nets need as well too, though. They need a backup center.
The Nets need a rim protector and a defensive rebounder.
I say, or a new starting center. I mean, D Jordan's good, man, but they need somebody. They need somebody else.
We need to get JaVale back in LA.
Who did the
Nets were going for?
Who, Nets?
Yeah, who did they have?
Dang. You keep cutting out, Heath. What'd you say?
I said, who do the Nets have that they can give up?
They're not very deep right now, so.
You right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's on their bench or.
I think that's why they're going for like a JaVale McGee, where it's not a trade. You just kind of like sign it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. He's a big signing for sure.
He's the goofiest player in the NBA. He's got to be.
Why don't they sign Jamal Crawford?
Hey, it's there. They may him or like Isaiah Thomas. You never know who might get a chance now.
Off the bench.
You know what? I thought I saw something about Shumpert working out. Like they might be signing Shumpert.
I think they signed him, didn't they?
Did they? Okay, did they already do it?
I think they did. Yeah.
That's right. They need defense. He's a defensive guy. I have nothing else. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys out there. I can't remember who I was out there, but I saw a list one day. There's a lot of guys they can sign.
I mean, it might be the Blazers who need to sign somebody, man. Remember, I was like, "Oh, Derrick Jones, man, everybody," and they're still beating the Wizards right now.
Man, the Wizards.
Game time, baby.
So
did you see
twice this year?
Did Bradley Beal say he didn't want to be traded?
That's what it came out. Yep.
He said he's tired of people picking at him for wanting to stay where he is and be loyal. Because certain great players in the NBA set the standard to leave and go to better teams. Like, that's what's happening. My man said, I want to build a winner here. Is it going to happen? Of course not.
No.
Of course not. But can you knock him for wanting to make it work?
No,
I ain't gonna knock him. But
I'll give it to the middle of the season. He'll be one to leave.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. Yeah, who wants to be in DC anyway?
I mean, Dame's doing the same thing in Portland. He said he wouldn't leave.
But I feel like Dame's situation hasn't been bad. Like he's had decent teams. Bradley Beal's situation is just I couldn't blame him for wanting to leave at all.
They were good for like a season or two. Or there was that one season where they lost like in game 7 to get to these kind of finals. They had like a little run, but it all started, I think, when Wall started getting injured, and then it was just downhill.
I can't see him going.
Hey, quit that racket down there.
Doing much better.
Cut that part out for me, man.
So let's talk about what Bradley Beal and who was it? Isaiah Thomas and who started off? It was Dame.
Lillard.
I think Dame was the
Dame
first
said it because he was talking about how Russ was balling. I think that's what started it, right?
Is that what he was talking about? Okay.
He said Russ was balling.
Balling.
Yeah.
And he just said
he started talking about people looking at stats and all that stuff.
I get it both ways. Other than Marcus watching every Pelican game, I don't know many people that don't look at box scores at the end of the night. But it is.
I try to look at every single game. That's why I have 3 TVs up here now. I
got 3 TVs on the wall?
You ain't seen it, bro?
No, I haven't seen the new setup. That's what I like to hear. You got a shoe room with 3 TVs. What's better than that?
I'll send you a picture. I got shoe shelves under my TVs over there too, man. No, but you're right.
Those aren't the display shoes.
No, those are the display shoes. They're over there. Yeah.
Oh, so those are like you got to come in my house and see these.
Those are where the Bruce Lee, Kobe's, the Grinches. You know, those are But no, you're right. It's tough though, man, and it's why I always say too. It's like it's tough to like make stances on people like mid-season because sometimes you can't even watch a Wizards game if you don't have the league pass. You know what I mean? So I get it, you know, but Russ is just one of those guys. He's like a player's guy. They always say, you know, if his team's losing, it's not him. You can never fault somebody for getting to work early and grinding and try to make everybody better. So, however, if you're like 3-12, then people are gonna talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yep.
I get it for sure. Because I
Yeah.
believe guys was the Lakers and the Warriors game. Because I looked at the box score, I was like, this is weird. Like LeBron had 19, Steph only had 23, and the Warriors beat him. I was like, this box score doesn't look right. So
Yeah.
I get it. I get it both ways.
Yeah.
But for who was it? Bradley Beal, the box score, looking at box score helps his case. Doesn't hurt him.
Yeah,
scored-
you would think so.
Scored 40 points in the last 10 losses.
Well, see, if they're defending Russ, though, he's probably just defending his guy, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. I didn't know that until Corey just said that, but it makes more sense why Bradley. Because I was like, well, yeah, who's knocking Bradley Beal? He's like,
Yeah,
he's like everybody in America is sympathetic for this guy right now.
What are Russ's stats right now?
I don't know. I did see
Not
that
very good.
I did see that they said he was playing on a hurt leg and he's finally feeling healthy and gave them the business.
Yeah. They both had 140 plus in regulation.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it is.
He's 20. I mean, he's averaging 29 and a half, 9.5. Come on now. He's almost a triple double.
Well, it's like you got to blame somebody, right? And you're not going to blame Bradley Beal. You know what I mean? So
He's shooting 40% from the field.
That's good for him.
That's not good for him.
For him, it is, right?
No.
not somebody that gets to the basket a lot, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because isn't he like usually one of the worst efficient players ever, like metric wise?
He shot 47% last year.
Oh, that's down. Yeah.
This is his lowest field goal percentage since his rookie year.
He had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah, until the bubble and in the playoffs. It's like, I don't know what happened. But he was balling before.
I forgot. We were going to let him slide. I think only one of us has well, actually not me. I have an NBA team. You got an NBA team in your city right now, dude. How's that feel?
Well, it's actually it feels terrible because at first everybody was excited. You got an NBA team coming. They're playing at Amalie Arena, and now you can't go to games.
So that's a slap in the face because when COVID's over, they'll be gone.
Man, and the great thing about that stadium, did you ever go to a hockey game in there?
I went to a couple.
They got this spot called the Chase Club, right, where you pay a ticket price, all you can drink, all you can eat. You can be there an hour before the game, an hour after the game. So we were debating going over for they were still allowing fans on New Year's Eve, and we were debating going. We decided not to, and literally like right after that, no more fans at games. So I wanted to be a Raptors fan real bad, but unfortunately, if I can't go see them,
So Heath, you're a Jersey guy. Are they going to be there long enough to warrant he should get a jersey while they're there?
Does it still say Toronto on it though? Like if it had Tampa, if like a team came to St. Louis for a year and they had like some sort of St. Louis, I'd buy a jersey.
Oh
yeah, same.
Yeah. If they got a Tampa Raptors jersey, I mean that's got to be collectible, right? I mean,
nothing says Tampa though, right? It's just straight. Damn, that's tough.
They should do something like they just give a little nod to like they're in Tampa Bay. Like
that would be fun too.
Yeah, they would sell a bunch of jerseys for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Good idea.
I might still get if they play. Do they play in the throwback ones, the dinosaur ones? I would still get one if I'm a Tampa. It'd just be a good little piece of history. You had an NBA team for a hot minute. Some teams never get one. I hope
we get another opportunity to go to games at some point. I mean,
this is how Oklahoma City kind of got started to get their team. So they got New Orleans first. They got New Orleans first during Katrina. And then that's when they're like, oh, this actually works in this city. Obviously, they could have fans. And that's when they really start grinding. And that's how they stole, the Sonics, So maybe.
We'll see, man. If we can get into – I bet they would do well. That's like a great spot in Tampa, for sports over there in Channel 9. So if they could get there and open it up to fans, I mean – they'd have to be good though too, because I think people go to the games at first because we don't get to go to games, but people go to the hockey games sell out every time because the Lightning are always good. Yeah. It's a great stadium too, so we'll see. I hope we can go. If not, then it's like all for nothing. It's like it never happened.
What do you guys think about Bam Adebayo's ceiling? Like his numbers are on the exact track that Giannis' numbers were. Do you think he could be good as Giannis?
I mean,
think
this
so.
is what they were saying last year when he's getting all that hype, man, and that's why they were going for. They were trying to get Harden to put that big three, so I think so. Yeah. And he's got a little better touch from the field, I think, as far as shooting.
Yeah.
You got Bam, you got Jimmy. I mean, Hero. Like, what's going on with it? Is Jimmy back yet?
Jimmy's back. He's
back.
He had a good game the other night.
So hopefully they can.
Lost 12 pounds.
The difference with like Bam is like, you see Giannis in the open court. It's like, well, he's probably going to score no matter if you put the whole team in front of him. I don't know if Bam has like that yet. Like he gets in the open court. Giannis is Euro stepping from like the 3-point line. He's getting there. That's like, I don't know if he has that part of his game yet as far as that killer instinct part, but yeah, as far as everything else, man, he's a beast.
I think Bam's more finesse and got better footwork than Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a nice little squad. Then I'll try to see because I'm on my phone. Give me 1 sec. What else I have for NBA?
Oh, I got mine up too.
Oh, can we look for real? Let's talk. What the hell? Hang on. Let's talk about the 4 most influential players in NBA history. And you only 4.
Oh, you got to hit Jordan with the list real quick. You're talking about the list we read, right?
Yeah. So Jordan, all time, there was this list that I forgot what article put out. 4 influential players in NBA history. Of course, Michael Jordan.
Number 1.
Kobe Bryant. LeBron James. And Steph Curry. Do you see anybody else that should be on that list? Or I'm not going to say none of those guys are deserving. Those are all deserving. But does anybody else deserve to be in that top 4?
And I got a question for you right after, Heath.
Okay. While he's thinking, go ahead and give me your question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, who you taking off that list and why?
Okay, so
influential.
So
like,
go ahead.
I love Steph Curry, but he hasn't influenced me to do anything. I mean, I don't know if LeBron. I don't know if LeBron has either. Honestly,
they mean the game. I think they mean the game of basketball.
Yeah, just the game.
Change the game of basketball.
Yeah.
So
Jordan has to be.
You have to look back at like when the big guys, like when you got Shaq. I mean, Shaq was nobody played the center position like Shaq played it.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. I said Shaq came to mind, and then we talked Allen Iverson. But here's the thing, Jordan. It's like, who do you take off? And so I want to ask Heath first. Who are you taking off?
So you got to have Jordan. I'm going to start with the guys you have to have on there. You have to.
Yes.
You have to have Jordan on there because he's Jordan. Like, he's the first guy. He globalized the game.
Exactly.
Globalized everything. Jordan's on there. Steph Curry is absolutely on that list. People talk about Larry Bird being one of the greatest shooters of the 80s. The most threes he ever made in one season was like 92. Steph makes like 300 threes in a season. He changed the game. So Jordan and Steph have to be on there. So in that list, either Kobe or LeBron got to go.
And I'm going to tell you why it's LeBron.
Yeah.
Because you know what Kobe did for the game of basketball? And this is like, even if you take his death out of the equation, Kobe made it cool to be obsessed with basketball, obsessed with training for basketball. He did like weird ass intermittent sleeping. He went like to some other country to rehab his. Like, Kobe made it cool to be obsessed with like just having a killer instinct, getting better at basketball.
Yeah.
Can I interject?
No.
Sure, go ahead.
Did Jordan not do that first?
No. So Jordan had a killer instinct. But as far as like all of the other training regimens, like all that stuff, we don't know. Kobe took it to a different level. Like, Jordan globalized the game and he's winning. Obviously, he didn't lose in his prime. But there's like, and they do have some similar like asshole type stories. But Kobe made it was all about his work ethic, not just him killing and have a winning instinct. Before, there's stories with Iverson saying like their rookie year, Kobe's like, nah, I don't go out, dude. I don't do that. Like, when he was 18, he already had it figured out.
I'm arguing with you, Keith. I see what you're saying because you're saying Kobe didn't really change it because he's just doing what MJ already started.
He's saying he's a clone of Jordan.
Exactly. Yeah. I see that.
He didn't steal the Space Jam movie. He
yeah,
didn't do that. LeBron
Kobe.
did that.
Right. But MJ was doing that too.
Let me argue for LeBron for a minute. We're talking about influencing the game of basketball. player empowerment, LeBron started that all. LeBron was the first face of player empowerment. Is that not more influential than Kobe being obsessed?
No.
I see what you're saying. Like, so like LeBron moving franchises, putting together
Just
teams,
up and leaving, FU fans. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot. Good for the game.
yeah,
Great.
because it put the game in the players' hands a lot more than it ever has been in the past.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
and it's also the
Just so
biggest.
I don't have to argue against Kobe, I'm keeping that 4. I don't want to argue against Kobe.
I feel I was fine with the 4, but you know, if you want to throw Iverson, like somebody's got to go. I was fine with the 4. Just add Iverson in there.
I feel like Iverson's got to be number 5. That he's got to be the close because like they
I agree.
put the hole that you could have a zone, and then don't you remember? Didn't David Stern have to put in a dress code because the way Iverson was coming, stuff like that?
It was big.
He changed it into like a hip hop fashion type league.
Yeah, it's a tricky
agree.
because you can look at it from a bunch of different perspectives. Like change like, the way the game's played, like change the because we're talking about LeBron. You're bringing up how NBA players took control of the league. Essentially.
Yeah, that's not like a
I mean,
on the
so it's
court
like-
type thing, but a franchise thing. Yeah.
Right. Because it's like that question can be answered a bunch of different ways. Like, it's a little
And that's
tricky.
I've been a 4, so I can hear people's arguments. But yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
We Shaq. Is there anybody else other than AI and Shaq you could throw in there?
I mean, it's just
It's one of those things where like I'm sure they are, but like who am I willing to make that
you
argument?
talk about
for,
guys
you know what I
playing
mean?
the game. I mean, look, I really don't love watching Kevin Durant play, but you ever seen a 7-footer dribble and shoot threes like that?
It's true.
You know what I mean? Like that's the first we ever seen that. I mean, Dirk could shoot, but he couldn't handle the ball.
I'm almost like just in disbelief that he's actually 7 feet tall.
I know.
Yeah.
'Cause he's got handles out there. I mean, he can move the ball.
And I almost get mad. Like I feel like that's what like AD should be merging into. AD, son of a bitch. He should be merging into that where he will get to the basket. He has the footwork and the turnaround jumper down, but like KD with the cross.
I feel like
KD.
you watch him a lot more like back in the day. I feel like his personality just so like timid. AD, you know what I mean?
AD.
Yeah. Does he have like that killer like, oh, I'm about to give you these buckets instinct?
I mean, I feel like his numbers are so crazy. You would have to say he was, but yeah, he's such for the most part, like a meek guy. He's really laid back. You know what I mean? Which is why I always loved him. Like he never caused no problems. He never did anything. There was never any issues because of AD. He just went with the flow. I just think that's where his game is, and like going with the NBA and just like shooting outside shots. I just wish he would take it to the hole and dunk on fools like Kevin Durant tried to do. Even on a bad leg, KD's still doing that. But let's not be silly here. Anthony Davis he's still getting to his prime. He'll get there.
Yeah.
That's all I have for basketball. You got anything else?
That's a good thing. You can look at it so many different ways.
Yeah, I like to talk. I'm not an idiot, Jordan. Like it's kind of like the Tom Brady thing. We all know LeBron like the truth. You know what I mean? But I like to poke. I like to mess with Heath about LeBron.
Yeah.
He might be the one that has to go. It's either him or Kobe.
I mean, yeah. If you're looking at the list and you're looking at like making a big change, like MJ and Kobe are so similar in the mentalities and the work ethic, and just like championships mean everything. To where it's like it's hard to say that I mean they probably built on each other, but they weren't all that different in the way they approached the game. They just If you look at Kobe's interviews, he talks about how if people ask him who's better, you or MJ. You guys saw this in the documentary, the Last Dance.
Mm-hmm.
They had Kobe and like who's better, and he's like, well, you can't really ask that because I learned my game from Michael Jordan. Like, so like the things that I do is what he taught me how to do. So if I'm playing him, we're doing the same things. It's hard to say who's going to win, So it's like
killer mentality because if you ask LeBron,
similar
he says
style
that
game.
he's the GOAT because he won that game in Cleveland.
Why you trying to poke me? No, but you Mark, like because Kobe's whole being obsessed, where you could be like MJ was smoking cigars, playing golf. Like
that's
Kobe.
the difference.
Yeah.
That's why it wasn't the same. I'm telling you, MJ did that forever, and I think it's like you can't really get away with that shit now with social media. You know what I mean? But when Iverson said Kobe wouldn't go out with him like their rookie year, I was like, that's silly. You know what I mean? Like, and now I'm gonna go to the gym and shoot. And Iverson's like, all right, well, I'm going to gamble. Like, whatever. You know what I mean? That's different. But all those are great players. Obviously, LeBron's a generational talent. Made a lot of really mediocre teams better. That in itself is pretty dope. So
I'll just tell that article they're dumb and they need to put 5 and make Iverson number 5.
Yeah, who does a top 4?
But you don't have a discussion. You don't have a discussion if you don't leave anybody out. You know what I mean?
You don't want to put Carmelo up there, Marcus?
Look, man, I battle for Carmelo every week. I don't have the energy this week, all right? Every week I find a way to plug him in. And we still got time, actually. Was that it for the NBA or?
Yeah, I mean, that way we don't keep Jordan too late if you want to get in these shoes.
That's true. So I sent all y'all. I'm going to get right into it because Heath already thinks we should all be going for him. But there's one person. Jordan, are you telling me you're not trying to get those Jordan 12 lows, the one I sent you with like 6 pictures, the Super Bowl ones? Are you going for those?
Those are sick. Out of all the other ones you sent me, those are the best ones.
Well, here's the thing: is it not just random or crazy? Was it just? I'm trying to figure out why this year there's a Super Bowl themed Jordan.
I gotta look at
that matches almost the Bulls colorway, and it's hosted by the team. Is that not just crazy?
I told you like 4 weeks ago when I saw this shoe and I saw that it was in Bucks color. I was like, something's up. I was like, I know home stadium. I know that's where the Super Bowl is, but something's up.
Yeah, those are sick. I mean, that'll match this jacket real well.
I was gonna say, but then you got to add that. You got to add that into your strategy of what you're taking off, putting off.
Right. Wait, did they drop already? Can I get those shoes?
They
dropped on the 6th, I think.
Yeah, Saturday 9 a.m. Be 10 a.m. your time.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna have them.
So what about Court? You going for those?
What?
You going for those?
Yeah, I'm going for those.
Yep.
I don't think I am actually. My shoe life is crazy right now, y'all. Just got a lot of. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm not gonna get them, so I probably should.
So sad.
I don't have any Jordan low tops. Not a single pair. Just high tops.
Get them.
I got a Jordan 1 lows.
And I tell y'all what, I think I finally got rid of them because they were so beat up because they were shoes I wore all the time. But some of my favorite low top shoes to wear were like the white and black 12s, the taxi colorways. So they look dope and low top.
Oh, you got the 11 lows too.
Yeah, I think right now that's the only pair of Jordan lows I can get. Oh, never mind. I'm lying. I got these ones.
I like the 11 lows.
What do y'all think about Kevin Durant saying that the Jordan 1 low is like one of the best sneakers of all time?
I thought that was odd.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't because I look at, you see all celebrity dress. I love the way Kevin Durant dresses. Super low key, super clean, you know what I mean? So it makes it to me like made sense he would say that. Because the Jordan 1 low is just a clean ass shoe. You can wear it with anything.
The Jordan 1s, people can wear with anything now. People are wearing it to the inauguration. Like you can wear that shit
Yeah.
People are getting married in Jordans, I heard too.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you real about it, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Which Jordans did you get married in?
You do
the cool gray 11s. Yeah, I've always done that before the Wakanda. I don't know why. I think even Morgan's commented on it before that. I always do. I don't know why. I think it probably more so started Des Bryant, I think. I don't know why.
Yeah, throw the X.
All right, so check it out. Y'all saw I sent y'all the Fly E shoes, the Nikes, the ones you just step right into.
Yep.
So I kind of thought they were like, when I just saw them, like I was kind of corny, but then my boy sent me that video I sent y'all, and when I saw, the story behind it and their thought process, I just thought it was so cool and creative. I was like, you know what? I might go for a pair of the black or green ones. You know what I mean? What do y'all think about those?
I'm going to go for it. I just want to say that I have them. So, yeah, I'm going to go for it.
I
like that.
Watch the video. Maybe what's the highlight of the video? Like what happened?
You don't put your step in them and they come around your foot.
I'm going to turn the video on right now. I got to see this live.
I was going to say, let me get your live reaction to that. Because when I saw it, I mean, I guess I knew that, but I was like, just seeing the creative process behind it, I thought that was pretty cool.
It's in the link you sent me, right?
Yep. I see the price. I looked it up today. I think they're only going for, well, we ain't gonna get them, but they're going for 120, I think.
120.
Yeah, I like the idea. It'd be cool to have them, but I don't think I'm gonna go for them.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend over that for them.
Yeah,
Like,
you won't pay resale.
Not any resale, like 120 or nothing.
Because basically it uses like a giant rubber band to keep it intact. You know what I mean? So it's not like the adapts where it's like powered up. It just can open and then it's held together by that like band and then closes back up. So that's probably why they're not super expensive.
Can you like work out in these things and run around in them?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I
All
just
right,
don't
watch the
think-
video.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
So for you guys, while he's watching that, you know what we have the honor to flip, and I'm still trying, but like shoes cross my face every day. What are you guys looking at that you either want to get or that you've gotten just like that?
I haven't bought anything in a while.
I haven't really either. I don't think there's anything. I'm gonna go for those those Super Bowl ones. Let me look real quick.
I mean, because we know
Well,
you buying these shoes
try
out
to go for the-
like on the regular.
Try to go for the Street Hawkers, but the site was messing up with the payment stuff.
Oh, yeah, you
So it
said
didn't
that,
didn't even work. Other than that, I haven't even tried. I haven't bought shoes since the Jubilees.
How? Such good patience.
Did I miss?
I've been occupied.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
taken. Did I miss the Jordan 1 trophy rooms? Like, did those release the trophy rooms?
I don't think they released, did they? I know they're. I don't remember the date. I thought they were about to release. Like,
I want to go for
Yeah.
those. Sure. That signature on the back and the way they make it look dusty, like it's in a trophy room. That shoe is sick.
it's
But
dope.
Yeah.
It's called the Trophy Room. It's a Jordan 1. It's got a signature on the back, and it's literally like they made it look like a dusty shoe.
Really? I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. You know, I get the targeted ads from StockX. Like they know like what's missing in my closet. Like they see my previous orders. They know what colors I'm missing. I don't have any all white shoes. Like I got, some white and different colors and stuff.
Yeah.
But StockX has been targeting me, and the more I see it, I think I'm gonna get it. It's the Jordan 4 with the retro metallic purple. Y'all seen
Ooh.
these?
I think I did see those. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I like those.
They've been calling my name, and I just picked up some shoes too, but I didn't have any camo. Marcus gave me, so when I met Marcus, shoe game was extremely weak, and every time I saw Marcus, he was fresh, and it's like he started with the shoe up, and I was like, that's the way I think you probably should do things. I would like wear a shoe out, go buy a new shoe, amateur hour. And then I saw Marcus, and Marcus he bought a shoe that was too big. Remember this? It was like a camo Adidas.
I did, or maybe they're too small. Actually, yeah, I think they're
Too small?
Were they too tight?
I thought we
What
were
size
like
are
the
they?
same size because I wear usually a size 12. I think you're the same, right? I don't know what it was. Either way, Marcus didn't want these shoes anymore. He gave them to me. Anyways, they didn't fit me right either. I just needed to upgrade my shoe collection, so I gave them to Jake.
You gave them to Jake?
Yeah, I gave him to Jake. And then I was like, I kind of miss having the camo shoe in the Arsenal. So I literally just picked these Air Max camos up the other day.
Those are fire.
Yes.
And the best thing about wearing an Air Max is you become an inch and a half taller. So you feel different when you put on the Air Max.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Immediately an inch and a half taller, you see the world different. You feel like you just got a little bigger. I don't know what happens, but pick those up, and I definitely want to get those white Jordans, and StockX is eventually going to get me. They just keep pumping.
Yeah.
I'm getting it from everywhere. Them, GOAT, they just all push ads to me. Same exact shoes. I'm sure you guys get the same thing, right?
They got some
Yeah,
all
you're
white
right.
Pretty much.
out soon on sneakers. Some all white Jordan 1s.
I
Okay.
think are they not in the list I sent y'all? Well, I sent y'all the neutral gray.
Yeah, they
ones
are.
with the little headsy gray in it.
Oh, I agree.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Those
Yeah.
trophy room release
Yeah.
on the 10th.
On 10th, February 10th.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
I'm gonna pull these up now. I haven't seen anything about that.
Yeah, Jordan, check the I sent you. They're not all white, but the Jordan ones I put in the list I
I
gave
saw
y'all
it
today.
with the gray check.
Those are those are smooth. Those
Those
are without anything.
That's the one you sent us, right?
Yeah. That's one where it's like I haven't even been copping a lot of. I really like those. I don't know if I go for them, but I like that.
I like the super high top too.
I kind of want
Yeah.
those pink Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
You want
I would
those?
I would wear those. Yes.
Yeah. Like you.
I would
They
those.
They got like a gloss on them too, don't they?
Yeah, I'm seeing some
Yeah.
colors on the rack
The
behind you.
material
There.
looks.
To mix it
I
up.
don't-
Yeah, he's got.
You don't
some
want
bangers
the
back there.
the navy blue Converse with the
Man, them
Yeah.
things.
Those are wild, man.
What What are they doing? What are they
Like I
doing?
saw I went and looked at them, and like from the front or the side, they're so big looking. It looked like those little, those house shoe looking ones
Yeah.
that they make replicas of the other shoes. Yeah.
You know
I'm
what
gonna be
I
honest,
need?
that seems like
I need to do this
Go ahead,
for the
Jordan.
show here because like I mean I know I'm the only one on this right now who's never bought a shoe on a drop before. StockX is the only way. Morgan bought me a pair of Jordans on a drop once, my wife, but I've never personally.
like
This
like
shoe.
when they actually release. Yeah, it's
On
well, I
release.
haven't done many, so don't feel bad. I've only
Yeah,
done
don't get
like
lucky.
two.
Don't get lucky too
Most
often.
of these are StockX Go, or back when you can like just some of these I got like on Finish Line or Foot Locker, but I've only got a pair on release day on StockX. Literally just these. That's it. One pair,
One time?
one time.
How about y'all? How many times have you guys caught them on the release?
Maybe like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
Two. Both of mine were Jordans too. I got a Jordan 1, the Royal
Yeah.
Toe, and then the Jordan 11 Jubilees.
and to be fair, I've caught some stuff on release day that weren't on sneakers. Never on the sneakers app though. So like even like some of the Yeezys I got when they released, and some of these other Jordans I got, I was fortunate enough to get like if they released on Foot Locker or something.
just
Else.
have-
But sneakers. What's up?
You've had like bad luck with Nike on release day.
Or some would say no luck. Just no
Yeah.
luck at all.
Zero luck.
I tried a couple times, never got it. I tried with Yeezys a couple times, never did it. Just got discouraged. I'm like, they're gonna be out
Yeezys-
on the internet in a couple days, so I'll
Yeezys,
pay.
you would think I'd work for them. When I get
Yeah.
Yeezys, I'm like 4 for 5, 3 for 4, something like that. Like I go with too much confidence when Yeezys drop. Like, ugh, another pair. You
That's
know?
easy. Easy win.
It's a good feeling.
It is
But-
especially because I think it's just like, oh, they released a lot, but then like Lathan didn't hit on some. I'm like, oh, I'm just
Right.
feeling it right now.
You didn't get them? I got them.
Yeah.
But then he hits you with that picture of his Jordans.
I don't recall what you're talking about. I hate
nobody-
it, dude. Hater.
Nobody's buying those Converses, right? Nobody.
Well, they
Hell
make
no.
for like a good like costume. You know what I mean? I can put them on like maybe if I want to go as Chewbacca or like one of his cousins. You know what I mean? I got those. You know what I mean? But no,
Somebody's
I'm not
buying
gonna
them.
buy 'em.
I get people are gonna buy those shoes.
Somebody's
Well,
gonna buy that shit.
We're not buying them, but
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
people are gonna buy them. I bet they sell out. People like weird shit. Like, you know what I mean? They like to have shit that nobody else has.
True.
Yeah.
True.
They walk in, people are like, oh, people. Those are the kind of shoes that get the like the. It's not really a compliment, but they get noticed. You know, like,
Yeah.
never seen them before. Wow. You know, like
Is
person
that a
wearing the
dog?
shoes, like, oh
Is that a
yeah,
dog on your foot?
they saw them, right? They're fired up about it, but you're not thinking like those need to go on my shoe rack at all. But I bet they sell out. People are gonna buy.
They got black ones too. I saw.
yeah. There's
Don't
some
look
black
like
ones,
you.
too.
Like you stuck your foot up a cat's ass or something. Walking around with a cat on your foot.